Good evening from the Philippines. Looking at checking on land, the guy wants to sell here 1,088 square meters down in Baja City. You can't get a title. You can't own the land. You can't do nothing, but you can live there and build, but it belongs to the government. So if you get caught, someone selling you government land, he wants to sell it for 150,000. If he gets caught selling that land, he's going to prison. So you need to watch when you buy land in the Philippines. These people will sell you land really cheap. I'm telling you, I ran across people that have 10, 11, 12 people that have to sign on a title. You're going to pay more pesos per square meter when all the documents there. So all these 300, 500, 700, you're you're going to need a lot of signatures. You're going to have to pay 7,000 pesos for a survey. You're going to have to do a lot of stuff. Now, when you pay 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 5,000 a square meter, they got all their documents, one signature. It's going to be legal. The higher the peso per square meter, the more the paperwork's all involved. The lower the peso, you're gonna get screwed out of your money. Be very careful what you buy. Be very careful. But this is down. It's what they call what, non-disposable.
Not disposable.
Not disposable is what they call it down here. Not disposable means it's government land. It's a forestry or a national park. But you're allowed to live there. You can live there and everything, but let me get this thing adjusted. I'm out here side now. You can live there and everything, but if you build a house and then the government comes along and says, "See ya, get off my land," so whatever you pay for that house and everything, you're gone. You lose it all. So if you want to build a little bamboo hut and live up there and live native, you live native. But that's the way it is. But the guy says he had it on Facebook at 300,000 for 1,088. Then it has 123, and then when you tell him, "Hey, I'll take the whole 1,088," and I told him, I said I give him 150,000. He said, "Okay." Of course, it's not his land, but he's gonna take 150,000 from me. Guys, the days of finding cheap land here in the Philippines, forget it. You're not gonna find it. You're gonna have to root hard, go to the province. You're gonna go anywhere. These people need money, just like you need money in America. They're gonna, once you're a foreigner, don't even come into the picture. And when they come down there and they got the price of the land and everything, and they say, "Okay, I'd like to come down and take a look. My partner's off of work this weekend," and then you show up and you step out of that car as a foreigner, there's no changing. There's no changing the price. So, like I said, be very careful here. These people will screw you quickly. It's a known fact. Some of them are really legit. Use a real estate. Cebu First, Alma, whatever you all want to learn. I don't care. But Alma's listing homes I've seen for 12 million, 30 million pesos. That's lot, house, land, everything built, ready to go. 30 million. Jeez, you might as well buy a house in America. That's 240, 260, $280,000. You're gonna come here, you're gonna spend it. So whatever you sell your place back there for, you just spend it here and buy a house and lot and everything. You know? And if you don't have a Filipino name, go put it in Talma's name. Put it in and then have a contract with her. That way until you meet up, and then that way you change everything over. But yeah, you can do that. What else? Got down, got the car done today. 2 tie rods, the parts for 2,200 peso. What else? He did the oil change. 3 quarts of Texaco 2050, and the oil filter that was 12.95, say 1,300 peso. And then 2 shocks, and they were surplus, so that means they weren't new. But It rides better. I'm gonna get new shocks put on there in a while anyway. So the whole day down there, I was there from 8:30 this morning, and I didn't get back here till 1 o'clock, 1:30, and he did an alignment. And that's a kick on the alignment. The alignment, what he does is set up like little metal sawhorses, and he ties a string, and he runs the string down alongside one tire and then the other one in the back, and goes around the car. And down there, he says he was doing it the old way, and the string's touching the tire. He straightens the wheel and all that, and then he adjusts it. Let me tell you something. I bet you I take it down to an alignment machine, it's gonna run just. It's gonna be just as good, and ain't gonna have much of an adjustment. It's running good. I have no problems. So, but yeah. Anyway, the total for today was like with parts, his labor and everything was $100. 5,100. We'll say, yeah. So I'd say 5,000 is 100, but it's hard to say. I don't keep track and I don't convert. I just keep everything simple and easy. So, but yeah, that was the day today. And then we got crackle of thunder and the lightning came out, and then I have a heavy downpour flooded all the streets, and now it's gone. But yeah, if you're gonna buy land here, be very, very careful. Use JR from JRC. When he says let him check the property, pay him the money, guys. Pay him the cash. Pay him to check the condo, the documentations, the contract. He's here to help you. And that, granted, he's making money from us, but he's here to protect you. It's a good for his business. It's good word of mouth. That's what you need to do. I'm telling you, you pay the money, guys. Don't be a cheap Charlie, as some of these guys are. You know, I'm so sick of it. You come here, and this and that. Stop. You come here, you're supposed to be, oh, I got all this money, I retired and all this, but you really don't. These guys are doing all this extra. They're trying to make 4,000, 6,000 a month on YouTube. You know, that's telling me they didn't plan. Me, I get 100% disability from the VA and Social Security disability till the day I die. I'm good. I'm good. I get my money every month. All these guys tell me, oh, I wish. Some of these guys are making more on Social Security than I am. So I don't know why they're complaining. But like I said, but yeah, so this is about buying land and what I did the car today at Multicab. Multicab's got some awesome vehicles. Can't figure out why I can't post pictures. I want to post a picture of this one that's down there now, a turbo multi-cab minivan. You click on the door, and the door electronically opens. The sliding door in the back. It's really nice. 380,000 pesos. So when I did it on the thing, it's like on the conversion thing, which I don't get actually that same conversion. Will be $6,200. You can buy it, and it's right there. And when you buy from Multicab, you get a 3-month warranty from bumper to bumper, engine, transmission, anything go. So you can run the hell out of it. He pulled out the oxygen sensor until he said he wants to check to see, and he took the carbon off, I guess. He put it back in. He said, tell me how your gas mileage. He said, if it's still not no good, he said, then he'll order an O2 sensor. But he charged me 200 pesos just to do that. He charged me $4. Whenever. All right, the short title. I'm going to get this out. I got to send it from my Philippine phone to my American phone because Vicky's on the American phone talking to these people from that Facebook. But watch when you buy land. Make sure it's not government-owned land. Don't do it. One signature. Use JR. Let him check the property. Pay him what he's going to tell you. Make sure you give him 3 properties to check. Red flag, green flag. It's going to save you a headache at the end, and JR is going to stay there with you all the way to the title. All right. See you later. Hit the like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.